Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mark's Action Figures. Today, we're looking at one of the most unexpected and coolest crossovers in comic book history. Superman versus Godzilla. McFarlane Toys has brought this battle to life with an enormous Monsterverse Godzilla alongside Superman in one impressive collector's set. And this is what we're going to be looking at. This massive set by McFarlane. Now, you can see the side of the box, the front of the box. You have the other side. This is the upper portion. You've got, well, legalese on the bottom and the beautiful artwork in the back. Now, this is absolutely gorgeous. You could actually cut this out if you're going to be opening this thing, and this could be a poster. It is absolutely wonderful. I love this art. Very well done, and it is a massive set. It's quite heavy. It is quite big. So for those in-box collectors, know that this is going to take up a lot of real estate. Now let's start from the beginning. We're going to talk about the history of Godzilla. He first stomped into movie history in 1954 with the Japanese film of the same name, Godzilla or Gojira, produced by Toho Studios. This was created by the producer was Tomoyuki Tanaka. Ishiro Honda was the director, and the special effects mastermind guru behind that first movie was Eiji Tsuburaya. The original Godzilla wasn't just a giant monster. He represented the horrors of nuclear weapons after the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the Lucky Dragon number 5 nuclear incident. Over time, Godzilla evolved from terrifying villain to reluctant protector to Earth's greatest defender against even larger monsters. Today, Godzilla has appeared in nearly 40 Japanese films, multiple American movies, television series, comics, and video games, making him arguably the most famous movie monster ever created. Now, looking at Godzilla, what are his powers? What is and who is Godzilla? Well, he's, first and foremost, you have to know that he's over 320 feet tall. Weighs anywhere between 99,000 or 100,000 tons. He has atomic breath, incredible durability, nuclear-powered regeneration, massive physical strength, near invulnerability, amphibious nature, and he is a centuries-old titan. He's often called the king of monsters, and for good reason. Now, what is the Superman versus Godzilla comic, and how did they come to be? This isn't the first time Superman has encountered giant monsters. Arguably, throughout DC's history, he's battled giant robots, alien kaiju, Starro, Doomsday, Titano, and countless oversized threats. However, the actual Superman vs. Godzilla crossover became reality in Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong, published by DC Comics in 2023. The story begins when the Legion of Doom accidentally opens a portal to the Monsterverse. Suddenly, Godzilla, King Kong, Skullcrawlers, and Titans arrive in the DC universe. So the Justice League quickly realizes brute force alone isn't enough to stop Godzilla. Superman is among the first heroes to confront him, leading to one of the most visually spectacular battles in recent DC history. One of the fun aspects of the series is that neither side is an antagonist per se. Godzilla is acting according to his instincts and role as an alpha titan, while Superman is trying to protect humanity. That creates a clash built on misunderstanding rather than villainy. Now, from a action figure review perspective, let's start with the Superman action figure. And I don't mean this guy here. This guy here is meant to give you proper scaled proportions when showing him off with the Godzilla figure. So he's a tiny 2-inch Superman, which is included in the package. No, I want to talk about the Superman that they've produced for this line, the 7-inch character that I have in my hands before you. He is very comic accurate, strong, heroic proportions, excellent facial likeness inspired by classic Superman artwork. His hair looks frizzled, as you can see here. He's got, a little more frizzled than usual, which is to be expected when wrestling against the likes of Godzilla. His cape is a soft goods cape with a wired contour to allow you for cape poses and natural flowing cape poses, which is fantastic. I do believe that natural poses or the use of soft goods capes with wired contours is a must in today's collector's action figure community. It's not something that is a nice to have; it's a must to have. Collectors almost always ask to have these types of capes. The molded capes are a thing of the past, I think. This is what collectors truly want. And McFarlane has delivered in the last several years. This is fantastic. This cape is wonderful. Very well done. The paint, well, you have the classic colors. It's bright blue, vibrant red, yellow, belt, clean S shield to be expected with Superman. There is no paint bleed whatsoever on my action figure. The articulation is typical for McFarlane action figures. You've got ball jointed neck, you have butterfly shoulders, double elbows, torso crunch, double knees, ankle rocker. Plenty of potential poses, including flight poses. In terms of accessories, the figure is fairly light on accessories. You do get the uh, uh, collectible card that comes with the figure. You get a pair of open hands, just like this here. Two of those, the right and left. Um, but I like to have, and I like to leave him with the fists that come with the figure in the box because, if you look at his facial expression, he is yelling, like he's in rage mode. He's in battle mode right now. So not so much, doesn't fit so much with the open hands stance. I think the fists are more appropriate for this figure. As stated before, he does come with a smaller version of Superman, which is to better scale when posing with Godzilla. I would say that overall, this is a very solid Superman release. Collectors who are already own several McFarlane Superman may recognize parts reuse, but the clean paint and iconic look make it a strong display companion to Godzilla. I love the facial sculpt. He is a beautiful, beautiful Superman figure, one of my favorites in the McFarlane line. I do give him an 8.5 on 10, mostly because he is I'd say the vast majority of him, other than the head sculpt, is reused from previous figures. Now, looking at the Godzilla figure, now he's the star of this set. And as you can see, he is immediately impressive because of sheer size. Look how big this figure is. He's absolutely ginormous. Now, if you put him beside the McFarlane 7-inch figure, you can see the scale here and how they compare one besides the other. Now, this is a big figure, and he has a lot of weight to him. He is quite the heavy action figure. He is very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Now, obviously, he towers over Superman exactly as he should. The sculpt is just outstanding. Thousands of individually sculpted scales, deep skin texture, large dorsal plates, powerful tail, excellent muscle definition, and probably one of McFarlane's best monster sculpts. The head sculpt is Absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if I can do him justice here. I will be putting some pictures up, but even the tongue is fantastic in here. The sharp teeth, the eyes, just wonderfully done. I mean, well done, McFarlane. Very, very well done. He's got an open, roaring mouth. He's got the sharp teeth, a detailed tongue, excellent eyes, and he looks ready to unleash his atomic breath. The paint is mostly charcoal gray. Light, dry brushing enhances every scale. Dark dorsal plates, subtle weathering throughout. Not overly colorful, which suits the Monsterverse design perfectly. In terms of articulation, surprisingly good considering the size of this figure. It includes the neck, so you can tilt the head right to left. He's got arm movement. Now, a little stiff on mine here, but he does have arm movement. He's got leg movement, and his tail. His tail can swivel on the figure. Other than that, this is a hard molded rubber plastic, so it doesn't move other than the swivel on the figure per se. But it is enough for intimidating poses. Now, this is where the figure shines. It's the scale. I love the scale, especially when you place him with the Superman that comes with him that is meant to show size. Now, even this is not accurate. It's still a little too big. He would have to be much smaller than this, but it does help from a display stance perspective to show that there is a tremendous difference between Superman's size and that of Godzilla. Now, that's really cool. And you can fit him in his hand. I've been able to do that in my poses. So you can have Godzilla holding Superman in your display case. Small negatives are the tail can require some patience to pose, and due to the figure's weight, finding the perfect balance stance may take some adjustment. So some collectors may also wish to would have wanted to have the alternate atomic breath effect, that shooting energy blast coming out of Godzilla's mouth. But the sculpt itself is impressive enough to stand on its own. Overall, one of McFarlane's best oversized figures. I would score him at a 9.5 on 10. Now, the display value here is, I think the pair instantly tells the story. Whether you display Superman flying toward Godzilla, Godzilla roaring, the two squaring off, it's an eye-catching centerpiece. This set succeeds because it captures the imagination. Superman represents hope, courage, and limitless heroism, while Godzilla embodies raw, unstoppable natural power. Putting these legends together creates a display that is as exciting as it is impressive to see. The crossover is as amazing as the comic itself in terms of display for your collection. The Superman figure is solid and dependable, but the true highlight is the massive Monsterverse Godzilla. Its detailed sculpt, impressive size, and commanding presence make it one of the standout oversized releases in McFarlane's DC Multiverse line. If you're a fan of DC Comics, Monsterverse films, or simply enjoy collecting unique crossover figures, this 2-pack is well worth adding to your collection. I would rate this set at 9.25 on 10. Guys, as always, thanks for watching Mark's Action Figures. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another review. Until next time, happy collecting.